into this video. So Meghan Markle has been dragged into this whole situation with Kate Middleton and, her return. And she has been accused of trying to steal Kate Middleton's thunder, specifically on her return date. Yes, you heard that correctly. There's been a major press machine run on how Meghan Markle specifically and probably on purpose put out a new line of biscuits and jam-related products right before Kate Middleton was going to attend and return to the Tribune of Colours. Therefore, she did this, Meghan Markle, because she was trying to steal the light from Kate Middleton and did this on purpose and making use of her return and of any royal conversation and camaraderie because she wanted to exploit it, capitalize on it, and, create more sales for her business. That is basically what Meghan Markle has been accused of, and all of this to me is utter toilet trash and nothing more but just this, a agenda where they have to drag Meghan Markle into some kind of conversation. What the hell does her business have to do with Kate Middleton returning? I don't understand. It's two different lines of work. There is jam being sold and jam products in America, and Kate is returning to Tribune of Colours. These two don't correlate in my eyes, and the fact that they are accusing Meghan Markle of this is just giving them any excuse to roll out a negative press run machine on this woman, and I'm not surprised. There it is, guys. There it is. I was waiting for them to drag Meghan Markle into this somehow. They haven't done it for the past couple of weeks. And I was like, okay, because I did discuss to you guys when I was swiveling around on my chair how content the fact that none of this includes Meghan. They're all basically going in on themselves, and rightly so that none of this includes Meghan. But of course, the calls were too sweet because they had to drag her into this somehow. And I was just waiting to see how they were going to do this. This is how they're doing it. They're dragging her into this whole, royal mess by saying that she was coming for Kate Middleton. She specifically tried to sell things and did it on purpose, exploited her return. It was unnecessary, it was unprofessional, it was unmature, it was very unkind towards Kate and etc. Yet again, infantilizing Kate Middleton in this whole situation when the two don't correlate, the two don't conflate, they have nothing to do with each other. But let's try drag Meghan into this to try and use her. They always continuously drag Meghan, and when they drag Meghan, they always make Kate and William look better at the same time. And I'm sure you guys have noticed this by now, but it is absolutely an agenda that when they drag somebody, when they drag Meghan, they do it specifically because it can benefit Kate and it can benefit William. It makes Kate look better. We know that William doesn't like Meghan. We read the book Spare. We know how he feels, and for the fact that even went to a physical altercation. So there's very sour blood here, and for the fact that benefit William, it makes Kate look better. We know that William doesn't like Meghan. We read the book Spare. We know how he feels, and for the fact that even went to a physical altercation. So there's very sour blood here, and for the fact that Kate did make Meghan cry, and I'm sure Kate apologized, and that's all water under a bridge at this point. But the two don't correlate. It's an excuse. They're trying to drag Meghan into this for no reason. And I was just waiting to see. And today of all days, it's been announced with a huge press run machine everywhere that immature, unkind Meghan Markle is using Kate, using the return. Meghan doesn't need to do any of that because as far as I'm concerned, we all saw that bird's eye view of the Tribune of Colours event. Nobody was even there. If we really want to keep it buck, nobody was even there at Kate Middleton's event. Nobody came to see her return. You would have expected heaving crowds to come return. Nobody came. Nobody came to come see her. Barely any crowds. And the crowds that were there, they had to pay anyways. But barely anybody was there, first and foremost. Second and foremost, there were even crowds there booing Kate Middleton. Imagine the woman has not been seen in 6 months, apparently is ill, and on return is being booed. And third, Kate was the only individual who was a saving grace moment for this Tribune of Colours event. All eyes on nobody else. Camilla, Charles, Thunder stole away from them completely. So I guarantee you, if Meghan and Harry were attending Tribune of Colours, they would have gathered bigger crowds. Because even when Harry was around recently, there were numerous crowds that the press specifically weren't posting on. But this is what they're doing, guys. They're dragging Meghan in some way, and I knew they were going to do it. I knew they were going to start, because now they're like, yes, Kate's back. We can now continue to resume to use Meghan in a bad way to make Kate look great. We're going to pit one against each other. They've been doing it. And we're not falling for it, guys. We're not falling for it. But I was waiting. I was just waiting to see how they were going to try and drag Meghan into this when she's done absolutely nothing wrong. And her jam business is an absolute success. She's going to be on numerous television, Netflix shows, busy and booked. Busy and booked. Spare is doing well for Harry, one of the most successful books in history, and hopefully he comes out with a second book. Don't know about you, but they're doing very well as a couple. So I would like to hear what William is doing about these unsuccessful, missions of climate change and homelessness when he couldn't even create a home for his hairline. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Comment down.
Yeah, guys, subscribe to Murad Morelli channel. Subscribe to everywhere, to all the Sussex-friendly channels. So you heard what he said to you. So the crowd was actually paid to be there. And Kate Middleton was booed. And guess what? She hasn't been out for 6 months. Shouldn't the people be happy to see her? But and did y'all see the crowd at that place? It did not look to me like a Washington, D.C. when we do see some event happening there. When we have like a lot of people like flooding the state capitol. So that place there is this people's state capitol. And they had this big event. And you saw the people, you saw the Not My King people. They came, they booed all of them. Booed the king, booed Catherine. Even though she was sick. So those people are very unpopular. Unlike what Angela Levin is telling people around here, the royal family is very popular. They're fighting for popularity. Meghan Markle did not take any light from your nonsense, boring selves. Meghan Markle is a Hollywood star, for God's sake. Why? Stop comparing these two, please. Please stop comparing my sister to Meghan to this yacht girl. This girl is a yacht girl. She's a night girl from the yacht. That's who she is. Hang around all the rich men of England, including the Prince William's uncle. Please stop comparing these two. Stop dragging Meghan into your nonsense. Meghan doesn't need nothing from y'all guys to sell her jam. She doesn't need y'all. She doesn't need all of y'all guys combined. And guess what? Y'all doing some good PR work for her. Keep talking about that jam. That's gonna make all of y'all haters, all the derangers gonna come out here to buy that jam. To help the sister. That's what we want. Keep talking about it. But just remember, you can't compare these two. Kate was serving people her on the yacht. She was also selling alcohol and serving people food. She was serving people regular food and she was serving people her own food. If you know what I'm talking about. That's what she was doing. Did y'all see her friend? The friend opened a brothel on the yacht. That's what these two are specialized in. They are yacht girls. They were hanging around those yachts with almost nothing on. We saw all the pictures. It doesn't matter how you clothe her. To me, she's still that one there that I saw. And everything that I'm hearing about her here with Andrew is the truth. Nothing just comes in newspapers sometimes when some stuff is coming around about those elites. Somebody saw it. It came from her friend, for God's sake. Her friend confirmed that. Why would a friend just make up something about their friend? They told someone. And then it ended up on the Daily Mail, and Daily Mail belongs to y'all guys. Stop comparing Meghan to this nonsense of a woman. She's a non-event. Her own people booed her after disappearing for 6 months. They're mad that y'all using their money to make up your faces. But still it's not fixed. Even 6 months, I don't know, those scar medications that they do have around here, they're like psychics. Those scar medications, it's like they don't even work. Just exactly as psychics. So after hiding 6 months with that scar medication, it didn't really help. We can still see the little thing there. And I bet you without makeup, there is a big hole around that left eye of hers. Do y'all remember a long time ago when the palace released the picture of Harry and Meghan? Was it a Christmas card or something similar to that? And the tabloids went ballistic on the thing on the internet, saying that Harry and Meghan turned their back, they turned their backs to the monarchy. And guess what? The other day, Prince William made exactly the same picture. Turned his back with his children. That fake AI picture, generated picture. They're praising that picture to the core. It's like, oh my goodness, papa, 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 all this. So the double standard. Let's listen to this sister here.
So lovely, huh? And this is Prince William's Father's Day card. Do you remember Meghan and Harry's Christmas card from 2018? So lovely, huh? And this is Prince William's Father's Day card from this year. So let's talk about narratives and a little bit of press bias, shall we? When Meghan and Harry got married, the negative press started, and one of the main instigators of that was her half-sister Samantha Markle. So she started this whole narrative of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have turned their back. So that was the tagline that they used. It was in the press all over the world, turning her back on the family. Have they turned their backs on the world or just her family? Again, Samantha Markle is the main instigator here. Harry's not even mentioned in this one. Meghan's Christmas card photo sparks criticism as royals turn their backs. Now, William's also showing his back with the 3 kids, but the tagline here is, "We love you, Papa." Kate Middleton takes a new photo of Prince William and kids at the beach for Father's Day. "We love you, Papa." The "We love you, Papa" you'll see in every single headline. "We love you, Papa." Royal children wish Prince William a happy Father's Day. And here, obviously, Kate is applauded because she's the one who captured the photo. Kate Middleton captures a sweet photo of Prince William with their kids for Father's Day 2024. Kate Middleton's perfect Father's Day photo of Prince William and her children sends royal fans into a frenzy as they say they're left in tears over the sweet message, "We love you, Papa." The Mirror decides to speak to a body language expert about why William and the kids didn't face camera in sweet Father's Day photo. And their conclusion is, photographed from the back view, they avoid actually communicating with the camera. It suggests that this is an intimate and loving moment caught, rather than a show pony one pose to please the viewer. Okay. Do you remember?
Yeah. What do you want to hear? She said it all. When it's Harry and Meghan, they turn their backs. They turn their backs to the monarchy and to everybody. When it's Williams, it's an intimate moment. Same papers. Well, but this is what we're going to watch around here for the rest of their lives. If these people won't stop talking about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, this is what we're going to continue to see. Yeah. It's always been like that. Always. It's not only the tabloids. I do tell you, the American media, watch them carefully. When a black person does something, it's not good. When the majority person does it, guess what? The person did it wonderfully. It's always been like that. But guess what? I just don't agree with their narratives. No, not at all. I will tell it the way it is. I will call it out. I don't care who you are. You call yourself my CEO. You call yourself my supervisor. What? Thank God I don't work with those supervisors anymore. I'm way too old to deal with these people. I tell you, I don't deal with no supervisors anymore in my life. I used to when I was young, when I was little, when I first started working. I couldn't deal with them. I had to quit all them jobs. Went to school, finished some kind of degree that I got around. You can't come and talk to me certain way now. Because I never wanted to give them opportunity to control me. I'm just saying. A black person will do exactly the same thing as them people. But the counterpart person, other person is going to be praised. But the black one is going to be criminalized, crucified. We see it very often. Meghan, keep your head high. And Harry, we got you back. We're going to fight this media warfare for y'all. And let's listen to the TikTokers' theory about Kate not being Kate. I found it interesting. I never knew that her eye color changed. I don't really pay close attention to them people because I don't, to me, you know, these people think black people all look the same. To me, they all look the same too. That's just me.
Ask if I can compare an old image and a new image. Absolutely. Let's compare. Let's compare the video of mine that went viral that I had gotten a tiny clip from the news 2 days ago and older photos. But I'm also going to do it with newer photos. Let's compare all of the recent and old photos. Then you decide. So this is the color of her eyes in this video. Pay close attention. Also notice the plumpness of the face, the size of the nose, things like that. The hair. Okay, let's move on. This was the last AI photo. Sorry, excuse me, pardon. This was the last photo that they said that was recently taken. This is her from before she got sick. So the images we're seeing now, the videos we're seeing now are of this thing that basically if you get sick with cancer, you become younger and prettier. Not sure what's going on there, but this is what we're seeing from the images. The new images of Kate look a lot younger and just the eye color. What eye color does she have here? Because they're not bright, you know, turquoise blue like in that video. This is another old photo. Color of the eyes, nose. Look at the hair, jaw, everything. I put this up to show that she was at an event. This is her. This is a real photo from before. And now this is the video that we all had issues with. My video, when this first came out, got 3.3 million views, where I just showed the video and pointed at certain things. So there's that. Another older photo. Now, and the eye color, the nose shape, the hair. I'm just saying, when people say, what's the difference? Here it is. Another old photo. Let's compare to yesterday's. What do you think? This is from an article I used in a video a while ago. Let's compare this image to the new images. You still don't see a difference? Nothing odd? No? Okay. This, for me, is Kate Middleton, Princess Catherine. This is what she looks like. This is her aged face. She looks gorgeous. She looks her age. Everything looks natural, organic. And I put this in here also. This is when she was in college with her sister. See that face? Okay, this is in college years and years ago. And this is her 2 days ago. Look at the eye color. Look at the hair. Look at the nose. Okay, I'm done. Yes, we live in a world of illusions. The fundamental question is, ask yourself why all of these CGI, AI, edited doubles are being used all now. I understand that we are divided between dormant and woke, and all of the woke people, we are saying the same thing. And then you have this other small fraction still that is absolutely unaware of anything. They are not touched. It's almost as if they have fete of prosciutto slapped up.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to remain dormant on that. Because this is too much a theory for me to take. And you know, them people's eye colors be changing. You know, people with the hazel eye color, that hazel eye color kind of changes. I've seen it. Yeah. I've seen people with hazel eye colors. Them eyes be changing. It's either green, blue, green, something like that, or it turns brown like my eyes. So, you know, there are this smooth wrinkle and stuff like that. That could possibly be due to alleged plastic surgery that everybody's talking about. You know, I really don't remember her face being very much more younger than it is right now. To me, she kind of still looks the same. But everyone else is saying that she has changed. Apparently, she looks a little bit different. But guess what? The white people know their sister better than I do. Okay? So I'm just going to take their words there and listen to it right there. So I have no more comments. But I believe y'all here, there are some woke amongst y'all here too. So us the dormant, yeah, this is another white lady here.
Hello, I am here to talk about, well, let's get to it. Kate Middleton yesterday and the Royals. I have a lot to say, so I'll try not to be on here too long, and I'll try not to speak too slowly. So I watched some of it again today, and I still am suspicious. Not because I don't think, I'm pretty sure it's her. Like, it would take a lot to convince me that it's clone, mask. I mean, it would. You know, I do have a tinfoil hat that I put on quite often, as you all know. I know the royalists love my tinfoil hat. But it would take a lot for me to be convinced that it wasn't her, because it was so good. Like, it was her. But, always a but, I do have some thoughts on her and everything else. So let's go into that now as well. So, first of all, a lot of people have mentioned, and I noticed it as well, there's a scar on her eyebrow. I don't know if it's this side, but it's kind of quite a deep scar. Now, I haven't seen that before. I think someone mentioned that it possibly was there around Christmas time, but I didn't see it. I'll have to go back and check that. But there's a definite kind of scar running down here. So that's a worry. I'll give you my thoughts on that one in a minute. Yeah, I've seen videos and I have watched again. It's hard to spot without close-up slow motion, but yeah, her hands, they look a bit weird, and she's got marks where plasters have been. But then she's had plasters on for a while, hasn't she? And there's been a lot of speculation as to why. Very, very thin. Very thin. But I don't think that's due to cancer treatment. I think that's due to stress, breakdown, being in a possible coma, allegedly. Again, this is all, as I always say, alleged, no facts here. Just my opinion for entertainment purposes only. Yeah, so let's cover what I just said about the coma. So how could she get into a coma? She allegedly could have fallen whilst having a fight with William over something. Pod maybe Rose, maybe Thomas Kingston, all allegedly, no facts here, just my opinion.
Thomas Kingston.
I think she's either fallen badly and banged her head somewhere because there was a bit of a tussle with W. I just, you've got to ask yourself these questions. And as much as these royalists want to think that the royals live this lovely, happy, little fairy tale life, they don't. Oh my goodness, they don't. As much as she wanted to be the fairy tale, that's what they portray. But behind the scenes, it's a different story, allegedly. Also, people were mentioning her outfit. It looked like My Fair Lady, black on white outfit and the hat. I love the fact that the hat was strategically placed so she couldn't look at William on the balcony. Brilliant move, Kate. Well done. The My Fair Lady reference, yeah, I don't know. It could be clutching at straws. It could be question everything, conspiracy, because My Fair Lady is all about someone that's made into a sort of like more like a princess, isn't it? And also about like everything in the inside counts, nothing on the outside, and about being a nice person, etc. So maybe she was portraying a message, I don't know. And also the song London Bridge is Falling Down, obviously is a reference in the film. I do like that, if it's to do with the royals. Also, Charlotte and George. I mean, Louis, he's too young to kind of tell. Like, I couldn't really, read him, really. He was just a little boy taking it all in. George just looks like a broken boy. Can't bear it. It just makes me sad. But then he's always looked quite anxious, but he did look a bit fed up yesterday. Charlotte, on and off. I've watched the videos again, and she definitely winces when Kate touches her, like when it's the hair touch. Like, I don't remember, does Kate always do that? Has she done that before, where she touches her hair and shoulders and stuff? I don't know. But she definitely was not happy with her. Sorry, my cat is just staring at me. What's the matter, Mickey? She wasn't happy with her touching her hair and shoulders. There was definitely a wince. So all these things, again, don't add up. She looks like a broken woman. She looked angry. She looked upset. She didn't want William looking at her. They barely make contact. It's just staring at me. What's the matter, Mickey? She wasn't happy with her touching her hair and shoulders. There was definitely a wince. So all these things, again, don't add up. She looks like a broken woman. She looked angry. She looked upset. She didn't want William looking at her. They barely made conversation. She spoke to Charles a lot. And yeah, divorce is imminent, isn't it? Allegedly, in my opinion. And for the Daily Mail fail to come up with the look of love or something. Did you see the headline? Ugh. What? How much have they paid them to get that headline out there? Oh no, we can't have divorce rumours yet. He's not on the throne. He's not king yet. Officially. You've got to have them looking loved up. Kate was like, you haven't laughed, I look at him once and that's it. William didn't even look at her. He kind of looked through her or past her. And Kate was not happy in the car with him, that's for sure. George was sat in the middle of them both. Did you see that? So something very, very wrong is going on, is going on behind the scenes, without a doubt. We just need to wait and, see what happens. And it's not me wanting things to be going wrong, like, oh, I'm reveling in it. It's just pointing out things that need to be pointed out, because the royalists that think she's got wait and, see what happens. And it's not me wanting things to be going wrong, like, oh, I'm reveling in it. It's just pointing out things that need to be pointed out, because the royalists that think she's got cancer and is having chemotherapy and leave her alone, and oh, they all looked so happy. Like, what planet are you on? Like, wake up a little bit and just think and ask yourself these questions. Watch it all back, see what you think, with your eyes open, and see what you think, because there's a lot going on there. Charles looks like he's about to pop his clogs. William's probably in charge already, behind the scenes. MI6 was definitely something to do with Kate. The Thomas Kingston situation's definitely to do with all of that, in my opinion, as well. It's all too suspicious. It's just... And so it goes on. It's just made me ask more questions now I've seen her. And... yeah, I don't know. Don't know what's going to happen next. Don't know how she's going to go back to duties. She seemed a bit of a broken woman. She seemed like she didn't want to be there. I don't know. It seems like something's happened. It's just too far gone now, and there's no going back for her. Like, she is not going to do what they want her to do. So I'd say listen out for a divorce announcement once Charles has popped his clogs, maybe, and once he's king. I don't know. I don't think William's going to be king for long. I don't think that's going to be a long reign at all. He'll just abdicate and run away. I want Kate just to be happy with Charlotte, George, Louis. That's what I want, to get away from that royal family and just live her life out of the spotlight. I think that's what she probably wants. That's what I feel like.
No, I do not think Kate want to live away from that, because guess what? Kate's parents broke right now. She got married into that family. The parents were running the party pieces, and right now the first party pieces broke, bankrupt. She ain't got nothing. You want her to go back on the yacht when she's wearing all those Alexander McQueen dresses with you guys' money, and you want her to leave that? That ain't gonna happen. Right? That's why she came and showed up. Yeah, she came to show you guys the reconciliation is going well, and I'm negotiating. I'm gonna get a few $1 million, but guess what? Those few $1 million won't help you. This guy doesn't like you. He likes the rose bushes, and that's what he want to hang around with. Because that dude, I do read body language myself as well. Guys, who told you that I'm not a body language specialist? Guys, please. Did y'all see that guy was on a horse with his auntie and his uncle? Eddie boy. Did y'all see him? Why wasn't he together with Kate during that time? And did y'all see them in the car? Before, we saw them in the car on multiple occasions. You will see those people talking. But this time we did not see that. It's not like they were in that car only for 1 minute. They were in the car for longer than that. We did not see them anywhere that chatty. And why was the child between two of them? And on that balcony, Katie, whenever she tries to talk to William before, William would look her right in the eyes and they would talk. We did not see that this time. Kate was looking into William's eyes, but William was looking up. But before, we saw on other pictures we saw William looking down into her eyes on other pictures, but not this time. These people on this media here, they can fake anything on these newspapers. I went there and looked at their pictures. Those people are not on good terms. And I can't wait to see that divorce announcement. It's gonna come out. And I told y'all, Kate is not coming out for any kind of any engagements. That Kate that you saw there was a really strong and healthy human being. Nothing is keeping her from going to royal engagement. Did y'all see the shoes that she wore? You want to tell me someone wearing that big of high heel has no strength? She went there, stood on the balcony, even though they did not stand there for too long, but she wore that shoes. She wore those shoes. She wore those shoes and went out there. We know the sick people. I've been around lots of sick people. They won't be wearing those kind of shoes out in public and try and hang around for a minute. Come on, please. There is something cooking. And from now, please note, Kate went back in the woods. Yes, she went back in the woods. Did you guys read that statement that she had out? And you read that little phrase there, talking about her not coming out of the woods yet, okay? So she is going back in those woods, and she ain't coming back. All right, my people, please subscribe to Isabella Bax's channel, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to all the Assassin's Friendly channels. Let's gossip a little bit more and support our sister Meghan Markle. God bless her. God bless the American Riviera Orchard. I'm going to talk to y'all guys tomorrow. Y'all have a good day. Bye for now. I love you.